Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'm writing to Your Work Defines Your Life. Gaur does. I'm wondering if this is just a mistranslation. I don't like, as opposed to not your work, but the things that you do, your actions, defines your life. So, kind of like when you build a community center, that's like your work, but it's your actions. Not like you work at Starbucks and then that defines your life. Starbucks doesn't define your life, that's just part of your life. So, but it is what you do in Starbucks, your actions in Starbucks is what defines your life, whether you're a good human being or you're a bad barista or whatever the case may be. So I wonder if that's what he means instead, like your actions defines your life, because your work doesn't define you, it's your actions at work that defines you. If you're a terrible worker, that's going to define who you are from your work. So anyways, let's go and get started.
कहते हैं कि जन्म हमें कोई और देता है, जन्म हमको दूसरे लोग देते हैं, नाम हमें दूसरा देते हैं, शिक्षा एजुकेशन भी हमको दूसरे देते हैं, जॉब बिजनेस भी हमको दूसरे देते हैं, मर जाए तो कंधा भी हमको दूसरे देते हैं, और जब चिता वहां पड़ी होती है तो आग भी हमको दूसरा लगाता है, कोई दफनाना हो किसी को तो दफनाया भी दूसरा करता है. Everything that we have was given to us by others. There's only one thing we can do. Our karmas. नाम दूसरों ने दिया है, काम दूसरों ने दिया है, शिक्षा दूसरों ने दिया है, कंधा दूसरे देंगे, आग दूसरे देंगे. एक चीज is about completely not control.
I never thought about it that way. Honestly, a lot of things was given to us by others. Yeah, you're right. We are given birth by our mothers. We are given life by our mothers and fathers. We're raised in this world by others. We're taught by others. We're provided by others, at least for the initial parts of life. But then we are given food by others as well. And what I mean by this is because, even technically, when you grow up, you pay others for their services. So instead of us having to grow our own food, we work a job, we get money, use that money to exchange for food. That's I never thought about it that way. Really never thought about it that way. Anyways.
एक चीज is about completely not control. Our karmas.
So our karma is action, our work. So it's work in terms of action. Because in the West, it could be confused as in like your job, because that's what work is too. Work is, your actions is your work, but your job is also your work. But generally speaking, I think we would use the word action as opposed to work, maybe.
हमारा काम, इसलिए इंसान ना नाम से नहीं बनता, काम से बनता है. Don't worry so much about your name and fame. Worry about what you're doing in life and the choices that you're making in life.
Okay, that was pretty short and sweet, I guess.
And the choices that you're making in life.
So your actions define your life. There we go. Like, why did it say work up there, though? Your actions, yes. Your actions define your life. Absolutely. Choose well. Okay, so I was right. It's a... Don't know why they put work there, though. I mean, technically, it can be right, but I guess because of how the word work is usually used, it tends to be jobs. Your job defines your life. But yes, absolutely. Your actions, the things you do in life, your karma defines your life. Very much so. So choose well. Choose well of your actions in life. You have control. Yeah. I'm just repeating what I say, but it's absolutely true. You have control over what you do. You may not have control over your name. You can have your name changed, but that costs money. You may not have control over who gives birth to you or where you start off in life, but you have absolute control over the actions you take, and that actions you take could set you to be very successful or very poor or something pretty bad. All depends on the actions and actions that you take in life. So very much so. And this is kind of the power that I talk about. This is your power. You are this powerful to make actions to make actions. I will generate actions. You have abilities in your life to control your life. You don't have control over other things. You don't have control over what kind of job you get, but you do have control over what you're capable of. And what you're capable of is what's going to kind of set you apart or determine kind of what kind of job you get. If you're an entrepreneur, there's people out there who have used that power to focus on what they know they need to do and become successful entrepreneurs. It's really crazy. There's a lot of people that hate, Jeff Bezos. Is it Jeff Bezos, the Amazon guy? But it's kind of interesting when you look at his how he came to success. He remembers, I guess there's this desk he had, and he I believe he said he was packing books because I do remember Amazon as a startup company. It was selling books online, which I was like, that's not going to pass because why would you want to buy a book online when you can inspect the book? You never know what people's done to the book. Well, I was wrong. I have chosen wrong there, sir. But I do believe to this day he has a piece of that desk built into his current desk. And at least in one interview that I remember seeing, he says he has that as a reminder of where he has come from. So again, you think this guy that's a billionaire was born rich, but I don't know if he was or wasn't. But at least from the company he started was very much poor. I don't know. I don't think he was born from a rich family. I think it was a pretty standard family, I believe. You look at also like Bill Gates, just a whole bunch of other people who have chosen wisely of their actions. And there's a lot of people out there who are not well known that have graduated college who has focus in their life and have chosen well in their life and become successful as well. And I will say this: it's not guaranteed. Just because you focus and you become very smart at something doesn't necessarily mean you're automatically successful. Again, nothing is guaranteed in life, but there is one guarantee: that's death. And also, by doing nothing, you will guarantee nothing. Doing something doesn't guarantee something, but doing nothing guarantees nothing. That's kind of sucks, though, doesn't it? He's like, I am doing so much hard work, but I'm not guaranteed anything. But the second that I stop doing work, I guarantee nothing. It's always the negatives that seems to have guarantees. But it is what it is, as they say. Anyways, that's my reaction to your work. Your actions define your life. I'm sorry if I screamed in your ears there, but I really wanted to point that out. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. Thumbs up, the sign down below. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next vid.